nobody will cheat anymore in poker from this day on my watch. Poker is a great game, and virtually nobody who plays ever cheats, but poker still has a problem in dealing with those who do. I'm going to sound like the new FBI here. You will be hunted. You will be caught. You will be arrested. Okay, we can't arrest you, but we can shame you and we can suspend you, and that we will do. If you can't do the crime, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. If you can't take the heat, don't be the cheat. So what's so hard about that concept? When someone cheats in poker, someone else always says, yeah, but what? Here are 3 common responses I hear when we talk about cracking down on cheats. 1, what they did wasn't that big of a deal. 2, we're talking about something that happened a long time ago. Why should it matter? And 3, everybody else was doing it, so why do we single out one particular individual? Okay, let's consider each of these briefly. Number 1, what they did wasn't that big of a deal. Okay, sure, there are misdemeanors and there are felonies. If it's just a one-time thing that is a minor offense, they get some leniency. If it's a repeat offender, you throw them away, toss away the key for a long, long time. Cheating is cheating. Small or large, there has to be accountability. Number 2, we're talking about a long time ago. Why should it matter? Really? If you commit a murder 32 years ago, but no one finds out about it till now, does this make you any less of a murderer? You still need to be liable. You still need to be held accountable for your actions. And number 3, everybody else was doing it, so why do we single out one person? This one takes the cake with me. I don't want to hear about back in the day there was a Wild West mentality and no one thought twice about doing something that was obviously wrong. That is weak sauce. Hey, if you are living in a cul-de-sac where everyone is murdering everyone else, does that make the murders any more acceptable? Don't tell me it depends on the cul-de-sac, and don't tell me it depends on your neighbors. You people make me sick. Everybody's doing it is the defense we always hear about multi-accounting in online poker. What is multi-accounting? What's the most common form of multi-accounting, for those you don't know? It's someone who enters more than one account into an online poker tournament. So they're actually playing, as if they're 2 different players, 4 different players, 6 different players. This is clearly improper, no less so, just because it's common. Okay, let me see if I can explain this another way to a poker community that continually finds ways to make excuses for the cheaters. When you break into someone's home and you take a flat screen and a bunch of liquor and some of their jewelry, you have stolen from them. When you are cheating in a poker game, you are stealing from other people. It's that simple. I'm not sure why there's some delineation between these 2 acts, but in poker, we constantly are told that cheating comes with the territory, and then we continually dismiss it. Here's another brain-dead area of poker thinking I get tired of. The thought that just because you cheat online, you should be able to play live in a card room. Or if you cheat in a card room, why can't you play online? Who comes up with this stuff? If a poker player cheats online, he should not be allowed to play live. If a poker player cheats on Monday, he shouldn't be allowed to play on Tuesday because it's a different day. If he cheats over there, he shouldn't be able to cheat over here. It's cheating wherever you do it. It is poker madness that we do not recognize this. Do I have your attention yet? So how do we adjudicate the cheating? It's a difficult question. I kind of like the idea that the offenders have to walk around in a T-shirt that says, I cheated in poker, and then below that, it lists the date in which they'll be allowed back into the game. Those could sell pretty nicely. The problem in poker, you got myriad platforms, myriad operators in myriad settings. There's no national or international commission that rules over everybody. As best as possible, we need casino and online operators in the best interests of their customers to agree to set some guidelines in regard to the bad actors. If you commit an impropriety in card room A and they bar you, you shouldn't be able to go over to online site B and play. It's hard to monitor. It's hard to regulate. It's hard to figure out who is cheating when they are alleged to cheat. So we could use a tribunal, the equivalent of a Supreme Court, to hear the cases and for those decisions to be upheld in as many venues as possible. The tribunal would be a rotating group of industry veterans and respected poker pros. I personally have no interest in being part of this Supreme Court, but I got to tell you, I wouldn't mind being the bailiff. I would take the bailiff job if they allowed me one quirky extravagance. Every time a player is found guilty, I go up to them, and before leading them out of the hearing, I get to say, "You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, and you will atone." If that doesn't scare them straight, I don't know what will.